Yo, how are we doing, man? It was a nice weekend, and we're coming into this week with a lot going on in the markets. I would say that, yeah, I can easily say that this is the first time my dog's joining us. He's with us today. Andy making an appearance. Look at the cameraman. Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah. So, filming on my back MacBook, so I had to pick up my whole setup basically. Anyways, this week is going to be very different and probably a first for most of us traders, right? Because the last election was 4 years ago. So this is election week in the United States of America, and most of the companies and most of the NASDAQ and the S&P are controlled by American things, right? Really influenced by American stuff. So this week is a little bit scary, right? We have tomorrow, red folder news, president election. Be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow because we won't see this red folder event for another 4 more years. So what did that cause me to do today? Well, I decided to come into the day, and as you see right here, I can't place any orders. I locked my account. Why did I do that? Because if we go here on my Notion, my chart review for today, I wrote down my prediction, right? I just marked out the Friday's high and Friday's low, or last week's low. Friday's low is actually this. And then I marked out, and I wrote in here, right, my notes, right? I said writing pre-market here, not planning on taking a trade, as it's a no news Monday, right? Keep that in mind as well, before the presidential election in bold, because right, that's a big deal. So the week might just be best to sit out expecting a bearish bias, but given the circumstances, expecting a lot of chop, range-bound day. What do we get here? A neutral short, right? We were correct, right? Did it hit our objective? Yes, we were correct. Why was I correct? Because we're in a range-bound market and we are selling off, right? We did buy up as well, but now we're selling off, and we're actually about to hit this low here, so that'll be kind of interesting. I actually like these equal lows. But yeah, so I kind of want to just make a video talking about, how crazy this week could be, right? I don't know what's going to happen. I've never seen this. And if I'm being honest, I haven't done any backtesting on election weeks because I don't think it's really that important. I don't think it really will tell you much, right? I don't think that that it will really, because this is going to be super heavily manipulated and different, right? So the reason I had the bearish bias, though, is just simple. This 1 hour and 4 hour imbalance that we've been delivering from. I did want to see us reach into this daily fair value gap, but we are having displacement lower. I do think that we're looking for these lows. This is the sell model that we're targeting. So that's been the clear draw since we started selling off, and I thought we'd follow through, which we are. One of the things I wanted to point out was the fact that we did put in an SMT with this low right here, the Friday low, and I'll show you guys on in ES. I guess we might have taken it. We swept it now, so wow, ES actually sold off a lot. Off open, we had an SMT with this low here, this low right here, but we did sweep through that. So ES is moving lower, and we're going to have a bigger time frame SMT, I guess. So we're going to have an SMT with these lows. Wow, so we've sold off a lot today. So the bias was correct. Unfortunately, it's a day before the election on a no news Monday. So we're going to have an SMT with this low. Why is this week going to be tricky? Well, because last week was kind of tricky too, because we are gearing up for that time. And this week was nice, right? We swept the high, put an SMT, and we sold off. But the days were, if you guys remember last week, the days were a little bit slow. Even if the price delivered to where you expected, it kind of was just, it didn't move very comfortable, right? How we're used to seeing price. So that's why I'm going to be a lot more careful this week, because you just never know what could happen. Going into the day, the only thing I saw, and I paper traded it, we did well. I traded maximum 4 micros. Yeah, 4 micros on NQ. I made $443. The trade I ended up taking was this 5-minute inversion, and then we got a fair value gap here that we traded into, and then we made an order block actually at this high here that price ends up respecting. We trade on this order block for a while and displaced higher, took out these relative equal highs at 840, took out this high, and then now we reversed. So the price action was slow, but it was pretty good, right? We chopped around a lot from here. This was till 1010. The macro didn't speed us up. We got the expansion move, took out the relative equal highs, danced between the new week gaps for a little bit, poked above this high, and then we've been selling off since. So very, very, honestly, not even too bad, but it's just the day of the week and the time of the year that makes it tricky. Again, I've never traded these circumstances. It's a first for me as well as probably 90% of you guys. Yeah, tomorrow, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's just going to, the market's, I don't know what to expect, basically. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't really have anything to say, right? Because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think anyone knows besides maybe, some people at Wall Street that might know. I don't know. Maybe people smarter than me. I don't need to predict it though, right? That's something you guys have to understand is you don't have to come into this market and predict it, right? Because guess what? It's not going to be, this week's not going to happen next week and then the week after and the week after. This is once every 4 years. You don't have to be getting involved every single day just because the market opens, because it's moving around, and because maybe you saw a liquidity sweep here and a break of structure and a fair value gap, and then you had the equal lows. It doesn't matter, right? And that's what I'm trying to drill into you guys' heads and to my head as well, is just it does not matter. Taking a few days to not trade because of a presidential election is not bad. It's actually a good thing, right? And I shouldn't be worried about, oh, was I supposed to do this? Or did I miss this, right? There's going to be better days, right? If you just trade the days that you're most comfortable with, most suitable for your strategy and your technique and what you like to see, remove all the days where you might have a, FOMC, CPI. What's the big one, man? What's that big one? Is it FOMC? Maybe FOMC, right? Do you need to trade FOMC at 2 o'clock when it's moving 100 points every 3 minutes, 200 points every 2 minutes? You don't need to be trading there, right? Like, pick the times and the opportunities that are going to best suit you and forget about everything else, right? That's how you will succeed in this game. It's about doing the right things. I came into today, right? I saw some setups. I didn't take them on my eval because I didn't have any confidence in the day. I didn't have any confidence before tomorrow. So does that make me a bad trader? No, it doesn't. Does it make me, miss out on making money? Maybe, right? But does that matter? No, right? So basically today when I'm sitting there and I saw some trades, I saw this 5-minute inversion, I saw this hold, I saw this order block, it makes me feel like, okay, why don't I take this on eval? And that thought is what makes me, chase trades, hold my trades are bad, take bad setups. It's that greed for the money and focusing on the money. Taking a trade today for me personally would have been focusing on the money rather than saying, look, I'm not comfortable with the conditions. I don't know what to expect. I'm just going to wait for a day that I do know what to expect, a day where I can read the price easier. And it's all about conviction and confidence. If you don't have confidence or conviction in things you're doing, it's not going to work. You're going to be stressed when you're in the trade. You're going to not really know what to do. So I'm more than happy to sit out today. And yeah, I wanted to see these equal highs from the Asia session. These looked way too perfect, and we failed to take them. So, and again, this is weird on NQ because we're really just failing to take these lows, and ES is going a lot lower. ES made perfect equal lows here. Low of this candle is 24. Low of this candle should be 24, 25. So almost equal lows. I mean, I hope they leave those for a target, but yeah, I mean, this is the sell model is playing out fully. So after this takes place, right? This is the original consolidation. This is the sell side of the curve. I would have to wait for a lot of structure underneath this low. If we want to go lower, I'd have to see follow through. If we want to go higher, I want to see some sort of, liquidity, some sort of internal S&T, right? So there's a lot of things that have to happen. Another thing going into this week, be careful, right? Because of everything, but also because we're finishing the sell model. So again, price is probably going to stall at these lows or maybe build more structure. You need a lot of information. When you're trading here and you're getting SMTs all over the place and you get displacement and you get a pullback, right? Before you take out this low, we have a clear draw on liquidity. after this gets taken, I don't have as clear of a draw anymore, and I have to wait for, are we going to build structure and make an SMT at the lows and start displacing higher, or are we going to keep breaking down? And that's kind of what I'm looking at going to the rest of the week. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't really have any like crazy insight. I kind of wanted to just, talk about my experience now. I've been off of social media in terms of trading stuff. I haven't been watching trading stuff on Instagram, TikTok, or Discords. I still watch some trading stuff on YouTube because I like YouTube and I still learn stuff from there. But so far, not being on Discord especially, right? There's that urge to go look at, Dodge's trade recap section and see, okay, what did he take? And there's this urge of, okay, what did my friends take here? Or what did, this person do online? Or did this person make money? But at the same time, it feels really nice to know that I can make a decision and stand by it, right? If I came into the day and I'm like, I probably don't want to trade, whatever, and I go into Dodge's Discord and he says, looking for this setup or whatever, I took this, or I did this, or I didn't do this, or I did do this, it messes with my emotions. It messes with my ability to be like, look, I made a decision. Let me trust myself, right? I don't need anyone else's validation for what I'm doing because I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want to see. I know how I want to see it. I know when I want to see it. And these things aren't going to be influenced anymore by other people's results, because I don't have to let them, right? And I've been feeling a lot better being off of the Discords, not seeing other people's opinions, because the reality is, and most of the people that you're sitting in Discords with, they're not profitable themselves, like just people, members of traders' Discords. So you're bouncing off ideas from people that aren't doing any better than you are, and now you're being influenced by that person that might not know any better than you, or maybe they do, but they still are, making mistakes, and you're getting these different information, different ideas, and you're seeing this, and then one day you're doing this, and one day you're doing that, and then you feel bad because you didn't see this, but then that person did, and then you don't know if they took the thing you took, and you're just in this whole mess because you're in circles with too many people, surrounded by too many different things, and it's just very difficult with trading. I've started to try and build that peace, right? It feels similar to when I first started being a not signal bot, but live stream bot, right? I was in Justin's Discord, like I've talked about before, Justin Werlin, Tactical Traders, when he still ran that. I've heard that he doesn't even use it anymore, and it's someone else, so I definitely don't recommend that now. But I was in Justin's Discord, and I loved it, man. I learned a lot. The live streams in the morning were great. I would pull up every morning and sit in that live stream. I would have it on my phone. I would be watching the live stream on my phone. I'd hear him talk about it. I'd be watching the charts. It was a great time, right? It's almost like, it's weird, because it's almost like a nostalgic feeling now of that time in my life, because I didn't really know what I was doing trading. I didn't really have a good idea of what I was looking for, but I was sitting in those Discord calls and I was learning a lot each day. So this kind of feels similar to when I was in that condition with my looking for live streams, looking for what does he think, what is he looking for. And that transition from stopping to watch those live streams, where I didn't no longer require myself to watch what he was doing and what was he looking for, because I had the information. I started to figure out that, okay, I know what he's looking for here. Okay, I know why he doesn't want to take a trade here. I know why he does want to take a trade. And the first little bit when I wasn't sitting the live stream in the mornings, right, it felt quiet at my desk. It felt eerie. It felt, I felt lonely, whatever. And that was a transition. But then eventually I got to the point where I loved trading on my own with my own ideas. And what I would do though is I would still look at, okay, is this person looking for a trade this morning? What's the kind of their bias, different things? And then I started cutting that out. And then I slowly cut these different things back to just become the trader, because Dodgy, Justin, ICT, whoever you want to go off of, TGR, they don't watch people trade. They don't look for people's daily bias. They don't look for these different things, right? They're doing their own thing because they're confident in what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So that's where I'm at now in terms of my confidence, but I just need to keep peeling back the layers and get to the root of it and just do the fundamentals and just get really, really good. So this week is going to be tricky. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it works, and just being okay with maybe not trading this week and maybe not placing orders. And yeah, in the moment, in the short term, that doesn't make any money, but in the long run, those habits are going to be good. So I don't want to sit here and not trade, and I don't want to take a trade and lose this week, right? I want to just win every trade, obviously. And I don't know what opportunities I'm going to get. I don't know how tomorrow's going to go. I don't know how Wednesday's going to go. But hopefully Wednesday cleans up, and then maybe Thursday will be good. Who knows, right? We don't know. But yeah, this week also will be or tomorrow will be interesting because, or not tomorrow, tonight will be interesting. Well, tomorrow will be interesting, right? It only happens every 4 years. So I don't know who you guys want to win, but I know who I want to win. But I wanted to put this out there. I talk about this app. I wish I was sponsored, but I'm not. I just love using it. I use their free money. I recommend only using their free money on Fliff. I have a slip here. Here we go. I use their free dollars. $2 to win $50. You have to get to 50 to cash out of this app. I put, if you guys see, it's an 8-leg parlay of, what's that bottom line? Lions, -2.5. Vikings, -2.5. Eagles, Commanders, Bills, Falcons, Ravens, and the last leg is tonight, Monday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs, -2.5 against the Bucs. If that hits, we make $50. It pays for our evaluation account for the month for free. Again, free money on Fliff. Sounds like a promo. It's just not. I just been using this app for a long time. And I cash out about once every 2 weeks, once every month, about $50 from the free money. So it's pretty exciting. And I just wanted to show you guys that. To have a little bit of a sweat on that game if you guys are watching. And I'm contemplating hedging. I can throw $15 on the Bucs to guarantee a win, but I just don't know if I want to or not. So that's just something I thought I'd throw out there. Some of these games this weekend were crazy in the NFL. This is about my second year watching NFL. I didn't really watch much football before, but wow. The Lions game was good. That pick six before the half was crazy. The Vikings game was way too much of a sweat out. And the Eagles game, man, the Jags came back from 22-0, and they almost won. It was a pick in the red zone to win the game there. And even the Bills, they hit a 61-yard field goal to win. So great set of games this weekend. I'm really hoping the Chiefs can pull through, and we'll win $50. So wanted to throw that out there. It was just kind of a little bit of sweat for you guys for this if you guys are going to watch Monday night football. But yeah, man, no news Monday before a presidential election. What can you do about it, right? We had a really nice week last week, and I've been feeling a lot more confident trading. I want to just keep building on it. But yeah, hopefully, can you even still vote for the election? I don't know. But go out and vote if you still can, if you want, right? It doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be fun, and we'll see what happens. And yeah, stay safe, get outside, do something fun, right? I'm going to go to the gym after this, eat some food. And yeah, just go on with my day, right? I didn't take a trade, but it's not the end of the world. We come back tomorrow, and we look, and we wait, and we get better. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate all the support on the videos. We're close to 2,200 subscribers. That'll be really sick to see. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.